medo de ninguém. Se tem uma Glock bem na minha mão, se eu não tenho medo de atirar, prepara que a vala é mais um caixão. Marinha treme as pernas comigo, na minha era não tem oponente. Valoriza tua vida de merda, então faz o seguinte, fecha o cu e sai da minha frente. Prova branca cai do Big Mama, tudo na minha mão. Joe, essa é minha tripulação. Então bota a recompensa, minha cabeça é um troféu. O dragão batendo suas asas e eu faço o dragão cair do céu. Falei, foi o palco e o script era meu. Olha, cadê vocês, coroção e todos correu. Sem medo ou respeito nenhum é problema meu. Sou o meu caminho. Morreu. Tem meu xebec piedoso, saciante. Quem diria que esses porcos tem a minha cor no sangue? Quem diria que eu fui leve tipo uma brisa cortante? O terror dos marinheiros, quem matou um almirante? Rockets, rockets, bota tudo no meu nome. Devoção e muita fé, acima de mim, David Jones. Cara a cara com o emo, não é hoje que eu vou te enfrentar, mas eu digo a profecia, um dia eu vou voltar. Meu nome é Lord Rock, aquele que tá acima de um grande rei. Eu busco a nova ordem que o governo fere, e o mundo inteiro teme o caos que eu plantei. A semente pirata que veio depois de mim, junto com o meu ouro enterrei meus sentimentos. Precisaram de um novo mundo pra trazer meu fim, um pirata mais tremido de todos. Meu navio, uma zira que te atropela. Tem 3 bem na minha contenção, eu posso soltar sem fera. Essa terra é minha, já era. Comigo o demônio, ninguém do meu lado, o homem mais forte do mundo, mais claro, antes de mim. Quando eu saio atirando, cuspindo as balas, fumaça da Glock, eu me sinto Major RD. Só rock, Gold Roger. Se ninguém falou, você é uma piada. Preciso encontrar seus princípios pra buscar minha queda, ainda te chamo de pirata. Fechou com o mirante, ainda se diz um pirata. Fez a sentença de todos, fechou com aqueles que nos matam. Tu preferiu morrer igual covarde, sem honra igual porco. Fechar com eles é a mesma coisa que fechar com os erupito que abusam o povo. E eu que sou vilão, tu é o herói, a inspiração. O homem nobre que achou o NPC, se foi teu prêmio de consolação. Nem o rei dos gigantes conseguiu me ver cair. O sorriso de uma luta respingando meu haki. Mas esse não é meu fim, aliás, nunca foi. Cada parte minha normal, eu me sinto um andarilho. Você é inspiração, aliás, nunca foi. O que eu não conquistei, eu deixo pro meu filho. Um dia eu vou voltar. Meu nome é Lord Rock, aquele que tá acima de um grande rei. Eu busco a nova ordem que o governo fere, e o mundo inteiro teme o caos que eu plantei. A semente pirata que veio depois de mim, junto com o meu ouro enterrei meus sentimentos. Precisaram de um novo mundo pra trazer meu fim, um pirata mais tremido de todos os tempos.
Responde pra mim que o pronto não faz.
Situation. Ten hands aren't close to perfect, but they are yours tonight. You can't rewrite what is inscribed. When it all is lost, you will find life. You can't rewrite what is inscribed. When all is lost, you will find. Ten hands aren't close to perfect, but they are yours tonight. You can't rewrite what is inscribed. Can't rewrite, coming close. You can't decide. When all is lost, you will find but they are yours tonight. You can't rewrite what is inscribed. Can't rewrite, coming close. You can't decide. When all is lost, you will find. When all is lost, you will find light.
Yeah, I know where I'm going. I'm set in motion. I got one shot and I'm wide awake. Inside sick, cause I see the way. Won't stop till I'm in the grave. 6 feet deep, yeah. Go ahead, call me insane. I've never been one to behave. Won't stop till I'm in the grave. 6 feet deep, yeah. 6 feet deep, yeah. 6 feet deep, yeah. My goal, my pride, my devotion. I'm set in motion. I got one shot and I'm wide awake. Inside sick, cause I see the way. Won't stop till I'm in the grave. 6 feet deep, yeah. Go ahead, call me insane. I've never been one to behave. Won't stop till I'm in the grave. 6 feet deep, yeah. 6 feet deep, yeah. 6 feet deep, yeah. 6 feet deep, yeah. Say that I'm wanted, hear the whispers in the streets. Better start running, cause nothing scares me. Faster, faster, I'm the one you're after. Back down for nothing, you'll have to come and get me. No more warnings, I follow my own decree. You built a fortress, but I'll never kiss the rain. Faster, faster, you're the one I'm after. Back down for nothing, cause I'm my own king. Forget I'm here to stay. I'm an outlaw. I'm so bored of the way that the world's going round. I've been thinking of burning it down. It's overrated, and I'm impatient. Wow, would you look at the mess that we made? With zombies marching to the grave. Why's no one raging? Oh, I can't take it. I'm on the loose, I'm coming unglued. Can't stop me. I'm tripping fuses. You're not amused, but I don't care. I'm coming for ya. Ooh, I'm coming for ya. Ooh, I'm coming for ya. I can't wait to break the machine. I'm coming for ya. Ooh, I'm coming for ya. Ooh, I'm coming for ya. I can't wait to break the machine. I can't wait to break the machine. Manufactured so we stay in line. Guess our comfort, it comes at a price. I'd rather risk it than stay inside this prison. Why is it easier just to comply? Cause you're teasing, go X out your eyes, just to make us a little more dead inside. I'm on the loose, I'm coming unglued. Can't stop me. I'm tripping fuses. You're not amused, but
can keep it covered up. Love will always show through. It's deeper than the deepest cut. It's harder than the hardest truth. I drip the honey on your tongue and do the things I always do. When everything is said and done, I'm still the villain in the room. I've got dirty rotten energy, blame it on my chemistry, blame it on my enemies. Darker than a fantasy, love the way it's twisting my soul. I've got dirty rotten energy, moments of insanity, changing every part of me, shedding my humanity. Burning like an effigy, love the way it's taking control. Dirty rotten energy. Monster waits behind the door. You never know who's coming through. I try to change, but at the core, my wicked world's black and bruised. I drink from the sinner's table. I'm violent, my heart's unfaithful. I should stop, cause I know it's shameful, but you know I won't. I've got dirty rotten energy, blame it on my chemistry, blame it on my enemies. Darker than a fantasy, love the way it's twisting my soul. I've got dirty rotten energy, moments of insanity, changing every part of me, killing my humanity. Burning like an effigy, love the way it's taking control. Dirty rotten energy. Dirty rotten energy, dirty rotten energy, dirty rotten energy. Dirty rotten energy, moments of insanity, changing every part of me, burning like an effigy, love the way it's taking control. Dirty rotten energy. Dirty rotten energy. Save me. a monster.
I used to be the nice guy, used to take the high road. No more, no more. I used to follow your rules, used to keep my cool. No more, no more. Oh, 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 you painted me in villainy. Oh, 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 what a bad thing. You made a monster, you made a monster. Now the trouble's coming back, it's gonna haunt you. You wanted a monster, you got a monster. No, I'm never gonna stop until I want to. Look at me now, I'm a monster. Look at me now, I'm a monster. It didn't have to be like this, no, no. But once the venom hit my lips, oh Lord, be careful, child, 'cause what you wish is what you'll give from me. Oh, 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 you painted me in villainy. Oh, 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 now I'm the bad seed. You made a monster, you made a monster. Now the trouble's coming back, it's gonna haunt you. You wanted a monster, you got a monster. No, I'm never gonna stop until I want to. Look at me now, I'm a monster. Look at me now, I'm a monster. You made a monster, you made a monster. Now the trouble's coming back, it's gonna haunt you. You wanted a monster, you got a monster. No, I'm never gonna stop until I want to. Look at me now, oh, look at me now. Look at me now, oh, look at me now. I'm a monster.
On a warpath, enemies make me see everything I believe. Old place, can't fade. Pray to God every day, but I can't let it go. Dragged up the ground, a black under clouds. Hey, you can't test me now. Fire through my veins, erupt. Diesel to the flames, erupt. Phoenix from the ashes, I rise up. You stay, you stay. Fire through my veins, Diesel to the flames, erupt.
Feel the embers raging, trying to claw back my control. Sure, I tried to tame it, feels like I'm just playing a role. Ready to go, always a show, subtlety's not my thing, you know. Emotional, always on go, just gotta ask anyone I know. Now I can't contain it, this is time to let that shit go.
Dragged up the ground, black under clouds. Hey, you can't test me now. Fire through my veins, erupt. Diesel to the flames, erupt. Phoenix from the ashes, I rise up. You stay, you stay. Fire through my veins,
from thinking farther. It's now or never, before it's gone forever. And it could be the end of me. Cross the line that separates the light from the dark side. In my emotion, keep me awake for the moment. I know my demons stay quiet, but the pain is real, it cannot heal. It's staring me into, I'm just a silhouette. Losing my consciousness, caged in a state of sand. Keep me awake for the moment. I know my demons stay quiet, but the pain is real, it cannot heal. It's tearing me, it's breaking me, but I won't die here. Screaming in the silence. I know my demons stay quiet. I know the pain is real, but I will heal. Hands out of freaking control. It must stay outside, yeah, yeah. It must stay, it must stay outside, yeah, yeah. It must stay outside. Losing my consciousness, caged in a state of sand.
Coffee and Jack's my first love. Spinning around till we fall down. Sleeping in cycles away from the sun. Stare in the mirror and see what I've done. Feeling sobriety pulling me down. Bury my habits 6 feet underground. I wanna riot, let my demons out. I like a joker, see me laugh out loud. Oh, oh, take a chance on my biology. Oh, 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 high anxiety, I'm breaking down. Oh, oh, psychotic, neurotic, but don't stop the party and spoil my fun. Coffee and drugs, my first love. Spinning around till we fall down. Sleeping in cycles away from the sun. Stare in the mirror and see what I've done. La 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 la.
swallowing reality till I fade with it. Hey, yeah, easy, just a dream. Stranger things have happened every night in my sleep. Yeah. Falling to the dark side, they say it's alright. Addicted to this fake life. Stranger things in my mind. Lost in a place I can't go home. My heart is shaking up, it's feeling something now. Looking for something I used to know. I think I'm waking up, back to reality now. Back to reality now. Okay, wait a minute, was it all in my head? I can't see anything, don't know where I'm at. Hey, yeah. I got a million questions to ask, but probably no one here can understand. An invisible borderline separates truth from noise. Our place for feeling touching addicted to this fake life. Lost in a place I can't go home. My heart is shaking up, it's feeling something now. Looking for something I used to know. I think I'm waking up, back to reality now. Pack your bags, escape this room to go somewhere.
2, forget the past, close the door and lock your head.
3, no time to rest, on the way to go. Let's move fast. And 4, don't be scared, cause if you fall, there's beauty in death.
Watch me come down high. We can't control. Back to reality now.
Lost in a place I can't go home. My heart is shaking up,
We're feeling something now.
looking for something I used to know. I think I'm waking up, back to reality. Yeah, back to reality now. Stranger things in my mind. Oh, yeah, everything violence, that's not who we are. I think we're waking up, let's get to reality now. Yeah, to reality. I think we're waking up.
Stranger things in my mind.
Oh yeah, back to reality now.
Stranger things in my mind.
Baby, you and I were born to. Your empty words and countless lies never left me satisfied. Drew me in, then terrorized. Baby, you're a nightmare in disguise. Feed my desire 1,000 times, but never left me satisfied. Hid your soul beneath the lies. Couldn't tell the truth even if you tried. No reason for us to hide. There is no future for you and I. Took time to realize that our connection was born to die. Our connection was born to Baby, you and I were born to. I've seen deception in your eyes. Need confession to all the lies. Gave you chances, you know I've tried. It's hard to put your past aside. Your empty words and countless lies never left me satisfied. And all the pain you've kept inside has left its scars inside my mind. No reason for us to hide. There is no future for you and to die. Born to die.
We synchronize, same frequency. Minds collide, you know telepathic trees. Confined in my mind, yeah. Feel swelling in my fantasy. I'll probably never find out why I'm feeling this emotional chemistry. If you ever get lost in oblivion, I promise I'll come back for you, I swear.
We synchronize, same frequency. Minds collide in our telepathic dreams. You brighten up, lovers fading in me. You will be alright in our telepathic dreams. In our telepathic, it's all telepathic.
I see her hide out. We have some visions but we don't know how now. There's a pretty word inside has to figure out. Yeah, this is all we know. But what do we know? Everything here seems so beautiful. Yeah, our memories are called for. But for how long?
We synchronize, same frequency. Minds collide in our telepathic dreams. You brighten up, lovers fading in me. You will be alright in our telepathic dreams.
In our telepathic dreams. Telepathic.
We'll last for eternity. Our illusions and lifelines. The day is going on.
Harder work than obsessed. He's going down before I've even undressed. Little things hidden in his face. I think baby boy's ready cause he's dying for a taste.
Dominated with the thoughts in his head. Preoccupied with the girl in his bed. Take off my dress and he's captivated.
Holding me up like a goddess.
Hazy on my serotonin. Choking on the oxytocin. You really wanna be
Blessed from above like
honey dripping this
sweeter and love light.
when I sit on a
Fit like a glove tight.
cherry out, baby.
Blessed from above like
Honey dripping this
sweeter and love light.
when I sit on a
Fit like a glove tight.
He's cherry picking and I know it's not too wicked cause he's got a cute obsession with it.
I think I just forgot my name. I didn't know a tongue could drive me insane. Soda pop, lemonade, cherry cola, sugar made. On top, serenade, on top, intoxicate.
Juicy, delicious, I know what he needs. Strawberry kisses with peaches and cream. He has a sweet tooth but nothing but me.
Just like a bear in a honey pot.
Easy on my serotonin. Choking on the oxytocin. You really wanna be
Blessed from above like
honey dripping this
sweeter and love light.
when I sit on a
Fit like a glove tight.
cherry out, baby.
Blessed from above like
Honey dripping this
sweeter and love light.
when I sit on a
Fit like a glove tight.
He's cherry picking and I know I'll start to lick it cause he's got a cute obsession with it.
Time. People looking for a lifeline. Anything to make the drip shine. Cutting corners, working overtime. But I'm done with all this commotion. How do we get away when everything's picture perfect? Why does everyone fade? Blinded by all the blue tick lights. Selling off your mind just for being verified. 5-star life is a disguise. We're dropping like flies from the dark side. We took it all away. Woke up in another different place. This ain't just a feeling, it's a chemical. How about we just keep it on the minimal? But I'm done with all this